Welcome to Newspresso. Here is the top story in the past 6 hours. Nabi Mali's Hills. Like a quiet drumbeat, Moses Kutoy wears two hats. He serves as mayor and clan mediator. When a man comes in shaking fists, Kutoy knows. He hears him say, "My son looks nothing like me." The stakes are higher than a simple disagreement. In Uganda, DNA testing is common as a radio tune. Paternity disputes can turn marriage into a battlefield. The government's lab in Mbale reports all men. Those who volunteer for a test find out they're not the father. A statistic that reverberates through villages and church halls alike. Kutoy's job is to hold the line between raw truths, the fragile threads of family. He starts by letting the men laugh at himself. "Even I don't resemble my father," he tells them, using his own story as a bridge. His humor is a shield. His own lack of resemblance is a reminder. That identity isn't only skin deep. He's the only person who can walk a few steps into a dispute and talk the tension out of room before it turns to anger. The root of the trouble is twofold. First, DNA tests are expensive, about 200 in lab, yet many families can't afford them. Second, culture of inheritance and honor ties blood. Discovering a child not biologically yours threatens household. This is why so many disputes spill. They go into divorce proceedings. They also go into the distribution of a deceased patriarch's property. And a few more reasons, to be short. I also went to the house of a friend. I let them know. After the first, I'll be more cautious, because the first time I failed. I learned it could take an entire group of people to stop a family from doing anything else. Archbishop Stephen Kazimba spoke during Christmas. He urged men not to seek DNA proof. He warned that only 2 of 4 children are yours. He asked the faithful to love the children. Treat them as if they were theirs, like Joseph did. Reverend Robert Wansala runs a parish in Mbale. He remembers a woman who had her husband's son tested before the estate was divided. He says he always tells men to leave the question. He tells them to leave it to God. A child that is born in the home is your child. Even in African tradition, that is how it was. Andrew Mutengo mediates dispute. He handles paternity claims. He helped a wealthy businesswoman's daughter. She was claimed by a barber who bragged. He insisted he was the father. The barber agreed to stop the claim. Mutengo reminded him the child was her heir. Even with religious counsel, many men are drawn. They hope for an answer. Kutoy watches and knows the cost of testing is only part. The rest of the problem lies beyond cost. The real cost is the time spent in courts. The emotional toll of a family split apart by a single piece of evidence. The most recent twist came. Kutoy's 29-year-old son returned, taller and lighter in skin than his father. "You saw this tall boy. That is my son," Kutoy said with a grin, teasing the idea that resemblance might not mean anything. He used the moment to remind everyone, a child's worth doesn't depend on a genetic match, but on love and support that shape their life. As the sun sets over Nabi Mali's quiet streets, the story of paternity disputes, mediated by a mayor and a clan leader, spreads like a quiet ripple. Families are learning to navigate the intersection of modern science and age-old customs, hoping to keep their homes intact. The next time a man steps into the lab, he will have seen the faces of those who have walked before him and the weight of a decision that goes beyond biology. Subscribe Newspresso. Never miss a major global headline.